Hello, 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 and welcome to today's August 23rd Daily News Report, as well as ongoing stimulus package information video. If you're a subscribed member of my community, then welcome back. And if you're not, consider subscribing right now so I can keep you up to date on what's going on in Washington, D.C., the U.S. economy, money, investing, and much, much more. All right, I hope you had a great weekend, and welcome back. This is your daily reminder to sign up for the giveaway that Casey and I are doing, where we're giving away $10,000 in cash to help those in our community that need a little extra spending money right now while the government drags their feet. And as a way of saying, hey, thanks for helping me get to 1 million subscribers on my YouTube channel. You can enter each day to improve your odds of winning, and it only takes about 20 seconds. I'll make sure to leave a link below. All right, now near the end of this video, I'm going to tell you a crazy story, and I definitely want to hear your reactions in the comments, so stay tuned till the end. All right, now this morning, the FDA gave full approval of the Pfizer vaccine for COVID-19. This means that businesses and government will likely impose more mandates and will have legal protection while imposing these mandates to try to encourage people to go out and get the COVID vaccine. It's not clear if Moderna and the Johnson & Johnson vaccine will lose their emergency use authorization clearance, or if they will just be next in line for FDA approval. This is still a developing story, and I'll let you know as I know more. All right, now Governor Abbott of Texas has been in the news for his stance on the COVID mask mandates and the vaccine mandates. He then tested positive for COVID. He was blasted in the media over and over again, even though he was fully vaccinated. Now, 4 days later, he shows no signs of COVID. This leaves the question, did he have several inaccurate tests, or did being fully vaccinated help him recover at miraculous speeds? I don't have an answer for you, but this is what's trending in the news right now. All right, now later today, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said that the House will vote whether to start discussions on the $3.5 trillion spending bill or stimulus package. Pelosi believes she has all the votes she needs to get it passed this week. Now, the House of Representatives came back from vacation early in order to work on this. So this is going to be a big week full of information, and I'll be here to let you know all about it throughout the whole week. Now, 9 Democrats, moderate Democrats, however, have said that they aren't going to vote for the stimulus package until the $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill is signed into law. However, Pelosi says, I will get their votes. So she may have a couple tricks up her sleeve. The 9 moderate Democrats said Pelosi is using the American people and the infrastructure bill as a political football. She's purposely holding out help for the American people. Okay, now that's the 9 Democrats. Josh Gottheimer, who leads this group, said after being in Washington, D.C. long enough, he knows one thing: time kills bills. So he's flustered that Pelosi wants to waste time on the monumental passage of the $1.2 trillion spending bill. The 9 moderates said, you are delaying a written bill that was approved in the Senate for an unwritten bill that hasn't even been discussed yet in the House. Come on, let's get this passed. All right, so far there are 9 House Democrats that have openly opposed the $3.5 trillion stimulus package price tag, and 2 senators in the Senate that also opposed the price tag. That doesn't mean that they oppose everything in it. They just don't like the $3.5 trillion price tag. All right, so will we see Pelosi keep her promise to get this done this week? I have to be honest. I want to trust Speaker Pelosi and her timeline. But she has dragged her feet more than anyone else except maybe Mitch McConnell. So I have a hard time fully trusting her words, but this is what's in the news, and I've promised to always bring you guys what's in the news. All right, now last Friday, I told you about the $4,000 adult tax credit for single people without kids making under $30,000 a year, and $8,000 adult tax credit for couples making under $50,000. Now, I saw hundreds and hundreds of you make comments on whether SS, SSDI, and SSI will be included in this, my answer is I don't know. Mathematically, most people in this group fall under the income caps that Representative Moore has proposed. But as of right now, this is a proposal, so I can't say yes or no. I certainly don't want to mislead anybody. But until she officially makes a proposal to Congress, this is what we have right now, okay? All right, now many of you have also been asking me about the start date for the newly increased SNAP benefits that I let you know about. According to my research, this higher amount doesn't start until October 1st. I wish I could tell you it was September 1st, but they've delayed it to October 1st, but that is the start date. By the way, thank you guys so much for giving these videos a like. I really appreciate it, and I just love bringing my community the news. All right, now after getting flack over and over again for saying nothing and doing no interviews, Vice President Kamala Harris has finally done an interview and spoken out about the Afghan situation. I'll share a clip that I found here with you now.
What's your response to reports of Americans? Hold on. Slow down, everybody. I want to talk about two things. First, Afghanistan. We couldn't have a higher priority right now, and in particular, our priority is making sure that we safely evacuate American citizens, Afghans who worked with us, Afghans at risk, including women and children, and that is one of our highest, if not the highest priority right now.
All right, now I'm not sure why she was laughing as the question was being asked, but I was glad to hear her give some input on the Afghanistan situation. According to her, it is a top priority, or one of the top priorities of the White House right now. Those are her own words. All right, now President Biden continues to deal with the fallout of the Afghanistan situation. Many of our G7 partners are extremely irritated with President Biden and his handling of the fall of Kabul. According to the Sunday Times, the United Kingdom's ministers are questioning President Biden's sanity and mental health. Colonel Kemp, former commander of the British forces in Afghanistan, said President Biden should be court-martialed and held accountable at a military level based on how he has dealt with this situation. A new report shows Taliban has seized 75,000 U.S. vehicles, 600,000 weapons, and 200 aircrafts or airplanes in Afghanistan. It's the largest transfer of military equipment in world history, and it fell into the hands of our enemies. Now, over the weekend, every high-level cabinet member connected to the Afghanistan situation contradicted or corrected President Biden, which never happens, right? You never call out the president on national TV, and yet they did over and over and over again. Biden would say, the airport is secure. Then General Milley would say, well, it's not secure and Americans are being harassed and beaten or having their passport taken away. Biden would then say, we will get everyone out. Then Secretary of State Blinken would say, we don't know if we'll be able to get everyone out, and we don't even know how many Americans are still behind enemy lines in Afghanistan at this point. So there was more, I don't want to go into all of them, but there was just so much back and forth between the White House, Secretary of State, the top generals, and the Pentagon this weekend that it was hard to know what's actually going on from top leaders in the White House. All right, now President Biden over the weekend said he still feels he made the right move, and he believes that history will look back and say he made the right move. Only time will tell. All right, it's now come out that Secretary of State Anthony Blinkin was warned in July that the Taliban could take over Kabul and that Americans should be evacuated starting August 1st. However, Blinken ignored these warnings. Now, this wasn't just one warning, and this isn't just coming from one source. 13 U.S. diplomats warned Secretary Blinken, and there's documentation and a paper trail of all of it. Now, it's not clear whether Blinken kept this information to himself or if he shared it with President Biden. However, this narrative of being caught off guard or having no idea that this could fall so quickly is quickly evaporating because there's so much evidence and documentation coming out. All right, now switching gears to political news, Democrat leader Ted Lieu of California is being reviewed for using campaign money to donate to Stanford University, where his son was suddenly approved to attend the school. Representative Lieu says, "This is all a misunderstanding. I did donate $50,000, but I did not do what Lori Loughlin or Aunt Becky from Full House did to get her daughters into Stanford." He is under review for this money transfer. Also, Republican Senator Ted Cruz, boy, both of them are named Ted. Senator Ted Cruz is also being reviewed for having used campaign money to buy $153,000 worth of his own book. He said he's done nothing wrong and used those books as part of his campaigning. He is also under review. Secretary of Treasury Janet Yellen wants to see Fed Chair Jerome Powell stay on as the head of the Federal Reserve, citing that he did an excellent job, in her opinion, during the pandemic. Now, Secretary of Education Miguel Cardona can't be bothered to get back to President Biden on whether he can forgive $10,000 worth of student loan debt. But today he announced that if states don't force students or children to wear masks in school, he will be opening civil rights violations all over the country. Now, some want their kids to be masked in school, while others say it is an infringement on American rights. We will see what the final outcome is on that. Now, my heart goes out to those affected by Storm Henry. I'm seeing the photos, and it dumped a lot of water on the East Coast. There is a lot of flooding and people without power. So hopefully authorities can get that fixed very quickly. Also, part of Tennessee received 17 inches of rain in one day, causing massive flash flooding. Utah also received a ridiculous amount of rainfall in a 24-hour period. My own basement windows were about a quarter of an inch away from water gushing into our basement. So it was a kind of a stressful day of rain. All right, now the governor of California is being forced to turn on diesel engines in order to create enough power to avoid the California power grids from collapsing. This goes in the exact opposite of what Governor Newsom stands for and the state of California, but Newsom said it had to happen. Newsom is also trying to shut down the Diablo Canyon nuclear power plant, which generates energy for about 3 million people in California. Now, it's not clear how California will have 45 million electric cars in the future when their power grids are constantly failing. However, potentially some of the $1.2 trillion infrastructure money could be used to address this issue. All right, now on a lighter note, a woman in Australia was doing her weekly grocery shopping when suddenly a 10-foot python stuck its head out and struck at her in the spice aisle, scaring the woman half to death. Now, most people would have been in complete shock and meltdown. I, for one, would have been, but not this woman. Of all the people in Australia, this snake happens to strike out at a snake expert. So she went out to her car and gathered up her snake handling equipment and relocated the snake safely after purchasing her groceries. Now, I want to hear from you in the comments. Be honest. How would you react to a 10-foot python striking at your face at the grocery store while you're shopping? Definitely let me know in the comments. All right, now this is my update for today. As I know more, I will definitely come on and share more. A lot of information is going to be coming out, new proposals, new ideas, revamping of old ideas. And Pelosi says this is the week when the vote will happen and they will finally get this thing done for the American people. Now, before you go, make sure to use the link below to sign up for the $10,000 that Casey and I are giving away, thanks to the sponsors on our channel. 5 of you are going to win $1,000 and 20 of you are going to win $250 in cash. I'll make sure to leave that link below. Now, before you go, I just want to remind you that you are amazing. I appreciate you being in my community, and I'll see you on the next video.